You obviously, velo without location doesn't matter. Velo without spin doesn't matter. Movement, all of that good stuff. But you know what velo does? It sure hides a lot of mistakes. And as
Yeah.
as geared up as these guys are,
You know what velo is? It's like adding cheese to your dinner. Like you might have put in too much salt. You might have put in too many weird vegetables into that chili, but you sprinkle a little velo on top of there.
yeah,
That's still a good chili.
God, I love
Sorry.
your. No, never apologize for your analogies. All right, well, while we're talking a little bit of Blue Jays, let's wrap up on Gold Gloves announced yesterday. And holy crap, man, Vladimir Guerrero Jr. coming up with the win. Defensively was a dynamo all season long. We saw glimpses of this in 2021 to the point that we even had talks on the walk-off here about could Vladdy down the road be a Gold Glover. We both figured he had the ability to do it, and here we are, maybe even a little ahead of schedule, man.
I mean, as soon as he moved to first, we were both
Yeah.
having these talks. And I think even when we had like real baseball minds on, Jeff Blair and whoever, and we would bring this up, they would
Yeah.
kind of laugh at us like,
Yeah, they
whoa,
would poo-poo it a
like,
little.
no, like he's good. He's not that good.
Yeah, let's
He's
reel it
that,
in, boys.
look,
Yeah,
he's that good.
he's that good.
He's that good.
And he put in the effort to get to this point. You know, like one of his big weaknesses as Achilles' heel in 2021 was that running and catching the ball over his shoulder catch that you need to do in foul territory from first base. He missed so many of those, bounced off his glove, just didn't read it properly off the bat in 2021. And, buddy, we just didn't
Massive
see
improvement
that.
there.
We just didn't see that this year. So a big congrats to Vladdy. Well-deserved. I know Yankees fans are losing their mind that Anthony Rizzo was the better defender. Obviously, Yankees fans, just their tears about this in general is heartwarming to me. It
You know
adds a little bit of spice.
I was going to say, it's a little bit of cheese sprinkled
Yeah, a
on
little
top.
cheese on there. Yeah, those Yankees tears. It's like velo. Just throw it
Yeah.
on there.
Yeah, just
Delicious.
make it a little bit better. All right.
So I want your opinion on Matt Chapman, who was a finalist for the Gold Glove at third base. Obviously, his defensive metrics showed that he had declined in comparison to last year when he had outs above average of 17, and I think he was at 0 or just below that. You know, his defensive metrics didn't like him this year, but the eye test sure did, and I think that's why he was nominated. Ramon Urias of the Orioles wound up taking this one. He played 83 games at the hot corner. Do you think that's enough?
That's a half a season. That's great.
Yeah.
No,
It seems
it's not
weird, right?
Yeah, I mean, this is some research I'm going to have to do, or maybe someone in the comment section can help. But other than pitcher, is this the fewest games at a position to ever win a Gold Glove? I'm genuinely curious.
That's a great question. Boy, had we done this research beforehand, we'd look good, eh?
Wouldn't we ever? But hey, you know what? We're here for the
Look at how
conversation.
interactive we're being with our listeners.
Yeah.
Folks, let us know in the comments, is this the fewest games played? Do the research and let us know.
Do the research for us. Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, it's weird. I mean,
he is a great third baseman, by the way. Like, I'm not taking anything against away from Ramon. It's just the games played. It is questionable. I'm just like weird.
Well, okay. Here's again, we go into like fancy measurements of how good a fielder is, and if we're looking at the like defensive runs saved, above average, and anything like that, you know, Chapman is like a +2.
Yeah,
and Urias is like a +14. So it's like substantial. It's like he saved more runs in fewer games. So like maybe that's impressive. But you know what? He also had way more, almost double the errors. He had 8 errors in like 90 games, whereas Matt Chapman had 5 and played third base 153 times this year.
and that's the thing with these defensive metrics, right? Is they're cumulative. So I think that's why they wound up going with Ramon here with the Orioles. Yeah. You know, Urias just had an amazing defensive metric score, if you will. You know, like, and because these are supposedly saved over the same amount of time, like, you know, technically he would only go up if he played more there. So, but no, you make a good point about the errors. Really, Gold Gloves don't frickin' matter.
Unless they're for first baseman and it's Vladdy, in which case it's the
most important
accurate,
award in the game.
Representative award that can be had. So kudos to Vladdy with his very legitimate Gold Glove, and all others with their hokey, weird, fake awards.
It's just nice to have a guy on our team who is so much better than Anthony Rizzo. It's nice.
Undisputed.
There's not even an argument to be had here, especially when it comes to defensive prowess.
Yes. We both found the same word.
Look at us.
Anthony Rizzo's okay. Like, he's pretty good. I'll say
sure.
that.
I mean, he's fine. He's serviceable, if you will.
He's a serviceable first base. He's not a Gold Glover this year.
No, of course not. Good God. You know, hardware matters. All
right,
should we wrap it up there, my dude? We really appreciate all of you within the walk-off community. This thing continues to grow and become an animal of its own. It's a little bit overwhelming, but honestly, we love talking Blue Jays baseball and all the interaction that you folks are involved with us. Thank you so much. Discord, feel free to join it. That is always free. The show, or the link is in the show notes. You can follow us on Twitter at Walk Off Podcast, on Instagram, the Walk Off Podcast. And if you are watching on YouTube currently and you're not subscribed, we'd really appreciate if you hit that subscribe button. All the best, everybody. Cheers.